They make cute claymation animation. Curse of the Were-Rabbit is my favorite.
Testicles. Oh, we're going. Oh, we're live. Here we go.
Oh, see? Thanks for letting us know.
Way to
we're
go
live.
there, Fat Jesus. You could have just gave me a heads up. Shit.
Yes.
Wow.
Introductions. We are
No
live.
introductions needed, right?
Yes.
Well, hello, people. Welcome to another episode of Film Noobs. And today we have a special guest, Miss Jessica Martinez, or Martines, however you want to fucking pronounce it. We'll just call her Jessica, okay?
Yes.
Jessica, say hi to the people.
Hello,
Hi,
film
people.
noobs.
Yes. So, Jessica, the reason why I brought you on here is for several reasons. One, my understanding is you're pregnant. Is that correct?
No.
Oh,
No.
God damn. Well, you know what? Wrong Jessica. All right, guys. Well, hey, it was a good show.
Hey.
Just kidding. No, Jessica. So, Film Noobs. All right. Have you ever been on the show before?
Once.
Once? How did that go?
Went all right, I think.
Oh, went all right?
Yeah, no, David
No?
says no. But
He's
all right.
We don't even. He's not even here. This guy's just an entity, a fat one. But I mean, he's not here.
He plays with the little knobs.
Amongst other things, anatomy-wise, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. No, so of course, so you know how this platform goes. You know, Film Noobs. We like to bring on special guests as yourself. You know, me. My format is mostly I like to interview people in the entertainment industry, whether it's people, actors, actresses, film crew, directors, producers, screenwriters, screenplay writers, actual writers themselves, and kind of delve into the whole how the film industry works, and kind of giving a little pieces of advice here and there for those who are upcoming and want to be in this kind of industry and entertainment and all that. But
you gotta love it.
you gotta love it. So let me ask you, Jessica, how long have you been in this industry?
About 16 years.
Ooh, 16 years.
Yes, and 13 of which I've been in camera.
In camera. So tell me, what drove you to come in and dive into this type of industry?
Well, I've always been a big fan of films. I mean, I grew up, my mom and grandma raised me. Okay. And my grandma always had the classic movies playing. Mm-hmm. So I grew up watching the golden age of Hollywood. Okay. So I always loved movies. We watched movies all the time. Mm-hmm. And then of course, when I originally majored in 3D animation.
Oh, okay.
So
talk to me about that.
I originally wanted to be a character animator, and that for me that cemented that idea was The Lion King.
Really?
I saw that summer when it came out, about
the 90s.
Yes, 90s. The original Lion King.
The 90s kids. Y'all already know about that shit,
the
Gen
original
Z.
2D animation.
2D animation. Gen Z, Gen Alpha, whatever.
Yeah. So that's what I did. I pursued that. Got a college degree in it. And yeah, I had one credit to my name.
Rich, what credit was that?
It is from Spiderwood Studios. It actually was a Christmas short. It never sold. Oh. But I spent 7 months on that shoot.
Really?
And
is it something that people could see now?
No, it never sold.
It never sold, so it's not even out there on the
maybe they put it out there on their website. It could be. I don't know. But
the dark web, guys. Please don't try to look up anything on the dark web, or do whatever. It's not my fucking IP address. Right. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, I learned a lot doing that, and what I really figured out though is I did secondary character animation, so any background characters walk in, stuff like people talking in the background. Mm-hmm. But I also did several camera framing for that short because it was their first animation anything, and sometimes I would get a scene and the scenes weren't locked down. The cameras weren't locked down. Meaning, as an animator, as a character animator, when I get a scene, I should only be able to move the character. Mm-hmm. And I notice I can move the set. I can move this camera. It's like, is this camera angle what you want? Right. So they're all learning the pipeline. Mm-hmm. And so I said, oh, okay, Can I work the camera? Can I change it? Or can this new scene's coming in? Can I frame it for you? Mm-hmm. And so not all my secondary character animation got made it into short, but all my camera angles did. Because again, from a kid on all throughout my learning years, I was an artist.
Right.
So.
And when you say artist, were you like
traditional? Like, mostly drawing, sketching, a little bit of sculpture, not a whole lot, but I did a little bit of that in college.
Okay.
But I know what composition is.
Right.
Just ingrained into you what good composition is, what bad composition is. And so I loved framing the image.
Okay.
And so I'm like, well, I tried many other times to get another job as animation. And when that wasn't working, I went into production, just, production assistant work, reality shoots, bunch of reality shoots, because that's what mostly came in Texas. Bunch of food, cars, some interview shots, but that's mostly what still comes in to this day. Right. A lot of very little commercials because they're very competitive. Commercials are very competitive. They pay very well, and they're pretty, they keep their crew list really tight.
Yeah. It's kind of like one of those tight-knit family type of ordeal whenever they're working with each other, and they only want to work with their people. Like, no, I already got my crew.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like construction workers. Nah, bro, I got my own fucking crew. We got this, right? We don't need no outsiders, right?
Exactly. And
That's
so
cool.
after a couple of years of just doing a lot of PA work, I eventually, I gotta figure out how to move up. And so it's like, well, I know a little bit about camera. And so I re-educated myself. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, as well as learning on the job, just asking, the camera ops a bunch of questions too when I could.
Okay.
And over time, I would ask, oh, you want a production assistant, PA, but do you need a camera assistant? Do you need another AC, which is assistant camera? And eventually these people, because I've been working a lot, they said yes. And so I got on the job experience.
Okay.
And I kept going and building. And then one day, actually, David Mendez, he asked me, we were both helping out a friend on his little short. And he said, do you shoot? And I go, yeah, I can shoot. And he goes, well, I've written a script. It's my first movie script, and I want to do a short. And would you shoot it? And I'm like, wow. Okay.
So when we're talking about shoot, guys, we're talking about film.
Yes, it's
no guns.
Film. No, yes.
No guns.
No guns shooting, on this one.
No
not on this
one. Right?
No.
So
that's
cool. There was guns on that one? Oh, okay. Well, Fat Jesus says that there was guns on that one. Okay, wait, you know what? Whatever. But that's not the type of shooting Jessica was.
Yes. I'm a DP, camera operator, so shooting is
you say DP?
Camera. Yeah, director of photography.
Director of photography, guys. Let's not get confused with the other DP, all right? Speaking of that, have you ever did any OnlyFans filming?
No.
Okay, well, no OnlyFans, guys. But if y'all are interested, by all means, I'm sure she could shoot that. She's talented, all right? She can shoot that while y'all shooting that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So
yeah, get the primes on that one.
Get the primes on that one. So let me ask you this, Jessica. How long were you doing what you were doing before you started getting paid?
Well, yes. As far as industry, I worked for almost 2 years for free. Just working on jobs, just building my resume.
That's modern day slavery, but go on.
I mean, that's why I said, if you want this business, you gotta love it, because it'll put you through the ringer.
Right.
I mean,
so you did winter, summer, right? You did that for free. And what gig was it that landed you like, all right, now I'm making some money?
Oh, man. It's probably, it's been so long. It's probably one of the reality shoots that I finally had enough credits, I guess, on my resume to say, oh, yeah, we can pay you this much. I'm like, great. So, yeah, like I said, I worked for free for almost 2 years. And then, just constantly applying, just looking for work, and eventually, oh, you've done so many credits. Oh, yeah, we can offer you this much. And then finally learning how much, eventually I got comfortable negotiating.
Yeah.
Because,
so how does that work with the negotiating? Is that like an uncomfortable subject? Or
at first it can be, but at the same time, it's like, oh, what's your budget? Because sometimes people will call like, oh, they ask me what's my budget. I'm like, I ask you, well, what's your budget? Because it's like, ranges even for PAs can range greatly, much less for whatever else I do for AC, assistant camera, or camera operator. They all range very depending on the budget.
Right.
But I mean, right now, sometimes I still take a production assistant job, but for me, right now, my minimum is 250 to 300.
Okay.
And so sometimes a company will ask, well, what do you do 150? I'm like, no. Like, and then they ask me, would you recommend anybody? And like, again, I've been in this business so long.
Yeah.
I can't recommend anybody I know will not do that.
Yeah, right.
So
it's kind of like you're letting them know, like, hey, listen, this is kind of a bargain with me.
Mm-hmm.
If you think that this is bad, it doesn't get any better when you ask other people. So if you want me to refer you, like, listen, man, it's one of those things on the lowest bidder. And here we go, either take it or don't.
Exactly. Sometimes you got to be willing, especially if you've been in this business a minute and you have some good experiences, you have some good credits. Ask them, okay, what is your budget? Or negotiate. Like, I sometimes help out. I still help out with friends. Mm-hmm. Like, I can help out for free. Okay, maybe a day or two. Other than that, I'm like either no or hey, can you give me some gas money? Kind of negotiate a little bit. Ask for something little like that.
Yeah.
And some people are willing, okay, great, I need like 3 days, just a little short. Okay, yeah, I can give you some gas money. I'm like, okay, I can do that.
Yeah.
Because, we all help each other out. I mean, as an independent filmmaker, we all like have these little projects that, we can help out a day or two here. Great. On a weekend. Sure.
So let the audience know, how many films have you worked on in the 16 years that you've been in this industry? Ooh, making you do fucking math today.
I know. I have to look at my IMDb.
Oh, your IMDb. Oh, hold on, guys.
Yes, I do have an IMDb. Yeah.
Jessica has an IMDb. We're fucking famous.
Well, I have DP'd on 3.
Again, guys.
Director of
photography. Not to be confused with the other.
Okay,
DPs
should I just say
cinematography?
Cinematographer. Right.
Huh?
Should I just say cinematographer?
No, I like DP. Not on me, but you know what I'm.
Oh,
go on.
Yes.
Carry on.
I've done 3 films as a director of photography.
DP?
Yes.
You done 3 DP films?
Yes.
Fellas, go on.
I know. Should I say them?
Sure.
All right. First and foremost, of course, the one that just keeps on giving is Lowriders versus Zombies from space.
Now, how DP'd did you go into that film? Like, how serious was the DP in that movie?
I was just trying to keep up with Dave, just getting all the stuff he wanted shot.
Oh, he's such a bossy bastard, right? Son of
or that, or he would like change his mind.
You would think for Fat Jesus, like he'd be nice, but no, fuck him, right? He's like, no, Jessica, I hired you specifically for the DP role. Okay, let's get it fucking straight. I'm Fat Jesus. You will listen to me.
We're all learning on that, but particularly, yes, I would say Dave, because sometimes I would be, okay, we're shooting this. Okay, and he would show up and not tell me he changed the scene to another scene. Uh-huh. And so I'm like halfway set up for that scene. Mm-hmm. And we're like, oh, we got to tear this down and do another scene. That's an hour and a half wasted.
So for those of y'all who are just joining me on Facebook Live, we were talking about a DP scene that Jessica was in.
Filming. I was not in. I'm behind the camera.
Oh, she was behind the camera. Go figure, right? Like that makes it any better, right? DP behind the camera, whatever. It's all the same. But yes, so Jessica did her first DP scene with Fat Jesus on Lowriders versus Zombies.
From space.
From space, right? Go figure, right? I don't know. So how did you get a DP from in space? Like, how does that work?
Well, I was a camera op. That was my job.
Look at this is the DP person. Yes, she does DP, and she's definitely a fucking ace in that. So go on. Oh, and director of photography is what DP means.
Yes.
So
yes.
What's going on, Nate? So go on. So that was your first DP, like your main DP scene.
Yes, and it proved that I could do it.
Okay.
Put it to myself that I could do it.
I'm sure you can.
Particularly, I love the oneer we did, the oneer and the fight scene in the hallway, because I recently saw Atomic Blonde. It's like they did that whole oneer stairway case. So I was like, oh, I would love to do that. And so David allowed me to do that. He said yes. We rehearsed for like a week.
Really?
Yeah, it was because the hallway was so narrow. I couldn't. Again, I had the camera on my shoulder, and normally I would pull focus from
with both hands.
Oh my goodness!
Okay, go on.
Pull focus on the lens.
So pull focus.
Yes.
Okay.
To from different points in the fight, but it's so narrow I couldn't do that.
Okay.
and keep the camera steady. Because we
Okay.
did, again, low budget, no budget, very low budget. It had some budget. I didn't have a steady rig or anything to steady the camera other than my shoulder.
Yeah.
And so what I had to do was the stunt and the actors, they had their marks on the floor and I had my marks.
Okay.
So
when you say marks,
Yeah.
is that like what they have on the floor? Like, hey, you stand right here.
Yes.
The X's.
X's, we mostly have T markers.
Yeah, the T markers.
T markers.
Okay.
And so they had their marks, I had my marks. And for a week, they rehearsed their main fight scenes in the hallway, and I had to hit that. So they were in focus, so I didn't have to full focus.
No. You use both hands, Jessica. Go ahead. You're doing really, really well.
No.
Go on.
So
I can't wait till you
yeah.
edit this.
Oh man. So it worked out. It did work out. The fight scene came out pretty good. And I was really happy with it.
So the crowd wants to ask, can you do that focus? How do they focus again? Yes, I love it.
Man, oh man.
All right, so that was LVZ. Now, what other projects did you work on as far as, the film industry that you were in a different role other than being a primary DP?
Well, the biggest film I've ever worked on so far was Alita Battle Angel. Alita. Yeah, Battle Angel.
Okay.
That was the Robert Rodriguez, James Cameron team up.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez and James Cameron.
Yes. I got on that shoot strictly because I worked under Weta, which is the visual effects company that, did Lord of the Rings, Avatar, all those guys. They were phenomenal to work with. Did
any of those fuckers work with Star Wars?
Not them. No, that's
cool.
mostly Industrial Light and Magic.
Oh, okay. So we'll get into that later. Go on.
But I got on them because, again, I'm non-union. Visual effects is non-union. So
non-union?
Yes.
Explain to the crowd what that means with non-union and then...
So non-union. So there's union. Yeah. Union, SAG, they're the ones that get paid to get on the big budget, big Hollywood, big TV shows. You pretty much gotta be union.
Right.
Except for you find a little niche like VFX, I could get on it. So, that was amazing. The catering is phenomenal on that shoot.
Which one?
Catering. Catering was amazing.
Catering?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
It was a 5-month shoot, and they almost every meal, of course, breakfast and lunch, we had buffets, but they always seemed to they changed it up so often. We hardly repeated. It was such good variety.
It's different food every time.
It was
every
amazing.
Single time.
It was amazing.
That's awesome.
But I got on there, and it was great.
Yeah. Now, have you worked with any famous Hollywood stars or
I've seen
B-list
them.
celebrities, C-list?
Yes. I did a short here in town, San Antonio, called Gino's Wife. And so that has a local actor called Jesse Borrego.
Yeah. Crucito. Yeah.
So he was really, really nice. That job, I was a focus puller.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were a what again?
Yeah, focus puller.
So what is that?
It's literally what it sounds.
Oh, a focus puller, guys. Wow.
Pull focus on the camera. Because, again, camera lenses...
And how do you do that again?
Yeah, put your hand up. Put your hand
there
up.
You
Yeah,
go.
how about you do it?
Adjusted women.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, and again, he was really great to work with. And again, on Alita, they had 3 Oscar winners on that film. So I saw them perform on set.
Yeah.
And again, all great. And it's amazing, sometimes you could tell, they were all very professional. And especially Christoph Waltz. Super nice.
Really?
He plays all these villains, but again, he's truly like an English gentleman.
English?
No, like European gentleman. There we go.
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
think he's Austrian. Yeah, he's Austrian.
Whatever, an asshole.
Yeah. No, he's really nice.
Kidding.
He let me cut in line for lunch one time. It was amazing.
Did he?
Yeah. Because normally actors first and then crew.
Yeah, talent.
And then crew, but
And
he's
then
like, no,
scrubs.
please. He's like, please. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy how they feed you, right? They have like an assembly line. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
hey, talent first. Y'all guys make sure y'all get all that, and then the rest of you fucking animals,
Gotta
go
run in
ahead.
and get it.
Go in there, get it, and they're all feasting like roaches, just fucking crawling in and just get what they can.
Oh, yeah, because you technically only have 30 minutes to eat, but it only starts, that clock starts when the last person gets their tray.
Right. So you want to be the first one.
So,
to eat
yeah,
your fucking
if you're
food
at the front of the
with
line,
ease.
you can pretty much, especially for that cruise, like almost 200 plus people, you could almost have an hour lunch.
Huh.
So, yeah, you want to get in the front of the line. So, yes.
I remember on the set of 1923, we had, man, they had some damn good food. This food was, and like you get to eat in the trailers, right? And it's like air conditioned. It was fucking hot during the time we filmed, but the food was amazing. And I think we had like maybe almost a 2-hour
Oh, wow.
break.
Dang,
Yeah, but I
that's
think
unusual.
the reason why is because during that 2 hours, a huge intermission, and they were waiting for Harrison Ford to arrive. Him and Robert Patrick, they were kind of running behind on schedule. So we all just, kind of gave us that extra, until they showed up. And they're like, all right, guys, let's go. Let's get back in here.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the fucking sweatshop. Oh, okay, here we go. So.
I know. I recently finished seeing season 2. That was so good.
It's crazy how it ended.
It's a heartache, man.
Yeah, but you know what? They're going to make another one, I think. I believe they're going to do a spinoff, and I want to say it's like 1940 something.
I'm pretty sure.
44. I don't know. I think they're going to do a spinoff. I'm like.
Oh, yeah.
But I was explaining to people, I'm like, well, what did you expect? It's a prequel. It's got to fucking end somewhere. You know, I mean, you had Yellowstone, which is ahead of its time, and then 1923 is a prequel. So for it the way it's gonna end, what do you expect? It's gonna fucking end.
It's good. I mean, I try to get on it. I've been trying to contact that production.
Yeah.
So it's like, we'll see.
Legacy Casting, shout out to Legacy Casting.
It's at Studio 101 that actually films it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People I know work on it, and I keep asking, like, hey, any name you can give me I can contact?
You know, I think you could try is, actually, I can't really say much, but I put in a role for Landman.
Oh, yeah, Landman 2. It's the same company that films it. That's why I keep on trying to ask people to work on that company. Just need a name. Ideally, I would love like an email, but if you just give me a name, I can IMDb him and get a contact.
Yeah. So they're filming a lot in Fort Worth, Dallas area.
Oh, yeah. Especially that Landman area, yeah. I saw a post on Facebook about extras. I was like, I don't know. I'd done extra work once, and it was so boring for one day, and it was driving me up the wall. So I don't know. Yeah. Just sitting around not doing anything for hours.
Right, for sure. But if you're new and you want to be into the industry, that would be a great time to like go in there, get your feet wet, and kind of see how it looks and how things are behind the scenes. Because I don't think a lot of people understand like the work that comes behind the scenes.
No, I would say like film industry, like it's the only one job that people don't believe it's a job.
Yeah, no. It's
I've been on like we're setting up like around the street, and people start talking to us, and like we're in the middle of setting up. It's like, yes, you can talk to us, all right, but not where I'm setting up. It's like, yes, I can't answer any questions. Probably I can't because
No, you're constantly on the go.
Constantly on the go.
And honestly, like as long as you could be on set for 15 hours at a time and shit, right? And people don't realize like while you're on set, it's kind of sometimes a hurry up and wait vibe, which military people who are watching, you understand that, that verbiage or
and especially embrace the suck.
Embrace the suck, which also we understand that verbiage, we know that lingo, we know what that means.
Particularly when you're going almost 18-hour a day.
Yes, but when it's time for you to go up, like fuck, like, hey, let's go, boom, boom, boom. It's like the hurry up part is there. Waiting, you're done waiting. Now hurry the fuck up. We need you to be on.
You hurry up there, you get there, you set up, and then you wait. Hopefully not too long, but you wait until
like you working as fast as a NASCAR worker in the pit. Like you're going, you're fucking going, and so it's just 100 miles an hour.
If you want to get into industry, like if you just to see how the set works, get extra work. And it's boring, but hey, you can see different departments what they do. Yeah. Just observe how the set life is for sure.
You could easily do it too by interning. So like a lot of interns come in. Obviously, some internships
paid, but not many.
No, and if they do pay, it's not anything where it's like it's barely probably minimum wage if you're lucky.
Less, really.
Yeah, it might be a little bit less than that. But the thing is like if you're an intern and you have a passion for this type of industry that you and I are in, film or producing, directing, DPing as Jessica does, then you're gonna have to get in there and essentially pay your dues, pay your fucking dues.
Oh yes.
But don't expect to come in here and think that you can run Jessica's DP job, because nobody DPs better than Jessica.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. I've seen it in action. She's great. She's great at what she does. Just the angles, the scenes, the way she focuses that lens in those DP scenes is just fucking crazy. And no, she doesn't have an OnlyFans, but I highly recommend that she does get one. She could teach DP scenes.
Man.
Yeah. I'm just saying, OnlyFans isn't always all about nudity, guys. I could teach you how to bake a cookie. I could teach you, or Jessica could teach you how to DP, using a pickle. She just focus that lens on that pickle, right?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I mean, it goes many ways.
Anamorphic that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm very animated when I talk, guys, so excuse me. Fat Jesus over here is fucking...
Yeah, he's giggling.
I think he pissed himself. Can we get him? We're going to have to get some napkins over here. I don't know if that's pee or if he just came, or I don't know what that is.
Yes, don't give me the giggles like last time, Dave.
Please don't. No. Especially during that DP scene. There was
a scene where both of us were drunk, tired, and normally
She said drunk, tired?
Yes, drunk. Because we've been going all day, and you get to a point. There's like there's 4 stages of tired.
And where's Jennifer during all this?
Oh, well, she was
watching.
No, she was on set.
She was on set.
She was actually in her her department. Her makeup department.
Oh, okay.
Again, we're both drunk, tired. It was like a whole day and night kind of thing. Wow. And normally I would say, cut. We need to change something. The angle was
you need a break.
The angle was just wrong. But then we both were looking.
How dare you?
The angle was just funny enough for I lost it, and of course David saw what he saw. He was in the frame, and no, he started giggling, so I started giggling, and so we had like a 5-minute giggle.
Oh wow, 5-minute giggle during this DP scene. That's some fucking shit right there, folks. Unbelievable.
I mean, yeah, like I said, tired, drunk. There's like 4 stages of drunk. So tiredness.
This girl is wanting to know what we're talking about.
I can't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, since you feel
there is a level of professionalism, but I will not name it, but yes.
So anyway,
Dave knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, I want to know. No. Fat Jesus, we'll talk about that off camera.
Yes, off camera.
So if you want to know what we're just talking about right now, you're gonna have to wait until the episode airs on YouTube, okay? But I will give you a hint. It does involve OnlyFans, DPing, and giggling.
Oh my god.
There you go. If I had to describe it in 3 words, DPing. I made it a word.
You either laugh or you cry. So sometimes.
It depends, right? If you like it or not.
Oh man.
So. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Fat Jesus, I'm gonna need you to hold it together. Cracked out Jack Black. Just Jesus Christ. Can you please shave? I can't get that look out of my head. For real. Man. So, anyways, so that's cool. So
normally we're extremely professional on set. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, 100% professional. I know OnlyFans who are so professional. It's crazy that you wouldn't even think that these guys have PhDs. And when I say PhD, I'm talking about their balance and then dick. Like,
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? How it
balances,
yes. It goes like,
it fits.
How does the...
How does the focus go?
There you go, the focus. The way she focuses it, right? Fuck you.
I love a dirty frame, absolutely.
So dirty frames, here we go. So explain to the audience the difference from... shorts.
Oh, shorts.
Short features and regular movies.
I mean,
if you had to just throw it out there.
I mean, maybe in a regular big budget film, it's a little bit more structured as far as time wise. But other than that, it can still be hectic. I mean, it's all like, we have these scenes to do, and we got to do them. And depending whether a location we thought we had for like an all night, we only have it for a few hours. Different things come up. something can come up and can just delay you, and so but you still have to get those shots done.
Yeah.
So it's about hustle, and it's about creative problem solving that you're doing for all day, 12, 14, 16, sometimes 18 hours.
Yeah.
Just whatever you got to do to get those shots done, because next day we're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
So again, low budget, again, smaller films. I guess it's a little more hectic. Again,
Right.
I've only worked on one major motion picture, and it was pretty steady. Like, they knew the shots. Again, they had their storyboards. They had a pre-visualization of those storyboards because it was heavily a VFX
Yeah.
movie. And so they had their stuff in place where, as Robert Rodriguez directed it, he was real cool. He was just mostly chilling in his tent, and he would just say, action, cut. We got that scene, moving on. Really, like, chill.
Now, VFX. We talked about VFX.
Yeah.
For those of y'all who are kind of like, oh, what does VFX is, right? CGI?
Yes. It's just
Basically with CGI. Oh, what's CGI?
computer-generated images.
Right. Computer generated
Yes.
images, guys. So a lot of what you see with these OnlyFans models, so a lot of CGI. They're not real
man.
smart up top. It's just CGI. I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah, just anything computer generated. It can be a VFX. Like,
VFX.
it could be a fake fire, fake water, whatever. It's elements. It's character animation has to do specifically with the character.
So let me ask you another question. Nude scenes in movies, like fully nude. Do you think that these fuckers are comfortable because it's easy to be like, oh, just, hey, how about down there you just do a little CGI, make it look bigger? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh yeah, I'll fucking do a nude scene, but
Well, they do get paid more than movies show. I know that. I know that. And
if they were fucking smart, they'd be like, hey, we don't need you to be fully naked.
well, then they can use a double.
Or they can use CGI.
And they can use CGI.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, nowadays with AI, you never know what's real.
Yeah, you don't.
Exactly.
Unbelievable,
Exactly.
right? Like the way the thing is, like I don't even know if I'm talking to you. What are you? I don't know what to call you. Is it it doesn't matter. CGI, right?
Yeah.
So what if computer generated images,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll be crazy because computer generated images could be in real life on a person. You could alter yourself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But it's more of, I don't know what we would call it, right? Fucking generated images. I don't know. Some shit,
real
right?
time. More and more effects you can do in real time now. And I know, of course, cameras, they have all those real time filters.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely in the near future, for
In the
sure.
near
It's
future,
like,
right? It's like, hey, can you make me bigger down there, please, for this nude scene? I'm just, I'm willing to take it all off if you are willing to meet me halfway, Just tripod it, buddy. So
tripod.
that's crazy, right? You think OnlyFans do that? You think that they have some CGI
I'm sure that
in their videos?
if that,
I
have no idea.
on my Facebook that I have offended. Probably if they're watching this, they're probably offended and say, fuck this guy, I'm not following him anymore. He's giving away our secrets. Right? I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck you. That's cool. Well, I mean, so with CGI, now explain how a budget works for VFX
Personally, I know it's a lot. I do not.
When you say a lot, what are we talking? What's minimum?
As far as VFX, I don't have. As far as the budgeting process, that I do the filming part. So anything with post production or even pre production is like, I don't know. I mean, I tried once to help a friend raise money, and last minute, literally, the investor backed out. So it's like it's because I have no idea how that works.
Is it like a minimum of like, I don't know, 10 grand to pay for somebody, just one person to do VFX?
I mean, it depends on an hour. Like back in the day when I graduated, I asked like, how much is generally an animator? Like $30 an hour.
What were they called back then? What was CGI called back then? It wasn't called
CG, VFX, CG, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that term until I started watching the Marvel movies. When I first started hearing about the Marvel movies, that's when the acronym CGI came in.
Okay.
So I was like, what, early 2000s?
Because even VFX, even before CGI, VFX was a thing, but it's practical effects.
Okay, so that's okay. Explain to me what the difference is from VFX and CGI.
Well, really, they pretty much are used now simultaneously because they all have to do with creating images in the computer.
Okay. Okay, so that's computer.
Mm-hmm.
So the virtual, is that virtual?
Yeah, that's
effects?
computer. Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So practical effects is its own thing. That's where you make like
anything in camera, like especially back in the day, any like the original Aliens, all that was practical effects. That was a real puppet. Those are real like
so like the shit that
blood
was
and guts exploding in real time in camera. That's practical effects.
Okay, so like Star Wars, right? That was practical.
Of course, it had a little blend. It had some blend because of those lightsabers. That was
in the 70s.
Yeah, in the 70s. That was a visual effect.
So what about the trash can in a Star Wars? What is his name? The trash can?
Oh man, R2D2. Because I did listen.
To talk. You're not even here, Fat Jesus.
I did listen that you haven't seen Star Wars, man. No,
oh, you're gonna shit on me too?
Yeah.
Huh?
You were in the original.
We were just talking about DPing, and now she's gonna shit on me. That's crazy.
I am a science fiction fan.
I can tell. Anyways, so that fucking trash can is R2D2. Was that virtual?
Well,
or was
the
that
original, it was practical robot they built, and originally they had some little person in there, like.
Oh, there was a little person, a midget.
Yeah,
wait,
midget.
Can we say that?
Or you can. I
don't know. My sister's one, so. Whatever.
So yeah, they really had a little person in there, and then but they built. It's a practical robot they built too.
Really? So little people out there, if you want to audition to be a trash can, right?
I mean,
I'm probably offended.
Nowadays,
robotics.
It's either CG or full robotics. I know for the Disney stuff, those were either mostly, I think, all CG, or they had like a physical element of it. But anytime it was moving around, I think it switched to a CG model of it. So Ted
was played by a little person?
Oh, the teddy bear? No, that's an animation. That's just pure animation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say I know some people that's about that size that can run around. Honestly, to be honest with you, my little baby one, she can definitely pass for being Ted, minus the language, but everything else, absolutely. Yeah, she's like a little
I know
Ted.
they had. I think I saw recently because I watch a lot of Corridor Digital Crew. They're a VFX company.
I don't even think I can say that. Corridor Digital Crew.
Yeah.
Ooh, fucking
they
first
do.
time.
Yeah, they do a lot of VFX talk and breakdown of films, and so I did see where they had I think they had not a stuffed bear, but a replica on set for reference, because in VFX, especially, you need like the set lighting. Sometimes they go in, they scan the whole set they can put that model in the computer, and so they get a lot of data on set to match the shot. So when they put it in the CG world, they match the lighting, they match the cameras, they match the lenses, so it looks like it should belong in that scene.
So have you ever yourself done CG?
No, other than animation, no. I know a little bit about it because of animation.
So explain to me what animation CG is. And I know you said it was kind of like...
Well, character animation is basically I'm the actor in the sense that I'm moving the puppet.
Okay.
So just like you see a puppet person moving in Jim Henson, they move the puppet. Well, I'm
Jim Henson.
Jim Henson's
Chris Henson's brother?
No, Jim Henson Puppet Company, the Muppets.
Oh, okay.
The Muppets. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just like them doing in live act for real, moving the puppet. I, as a character animator, I would move the puppet in the computer.
Yes.
So
you
that's
know what I'm gonna say.
What?
There's somebody on my live since we're talking about Muppet babies. All right, I'm gonna tell you a joke. I do
like the Muppet
You ready?
Show. It was fun. What?
Ready?
What?
What's long and green and smells like pork?
Oh man.
Come on, Jess. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. Kermit the Frog's fingers.
Oh yes, Miss Piggy. Got it.
Yeah, duh.
Got it.
He's too busy inside her. Anyways, okay, go on. So you've worked on some animation projects, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes, and in fact, I haven't. It's been a while since I've done animation, but I was able to dust my animation skills off by animating the logo for Silent Flight Media.
Oh, Silent Flight Media.
Yeah, she has a little logo.
Silent Flight
Media,
right?
Yes.
Not to be confused with this type of flight, because this bird right here doesn't really... Well, I guess it does, right? Fly.
It's a duck, right?
Huh?
It's supposed to be a duck.
It is.
So yeah, ducks fly.
Yeah, ducks fly. Not that far, but they do. So yeah, Silent Flight Media.
Yeah. So it was a while since I've animated anything, but I was able to do that for my friend Dave's company, and yeah, it came out pretty good.
So animation. Compared Like the Lion King, the original 1990s, opposed to the one now that came out. What's the difference?
Oh man. Well, I know.
Are they both animations? Animated?
Yes. One is
One's cartoon, one's live.
One is hand drawn animation.
Which is the first 1990s
yes.
Lion King. Okay.
And the other one is in computer, and then they went really realistic with the CG one.
Okay.
So they lost a lot of expression that cartoon animation gives you.
Explain.
Well, I watched a little bit of it. I didn't quite watch the whole thing because I'm a fan of the original. But I did notice a lot of people commenting, and I noticed, the animals are behaving like they do for real.
So it has the mannerisms of the actual animals. So they kind of studied the animals, like the lions, and the way they're on the prowl, like fucking hunting.
But even their facial expressions are very limited.
The way they move.
Well, they're limited because they went with the realism versus the cartoon is very expressive. Mm-hmm. So it just didn't. I didn't really connect because it's a real lion, okay, but it's supposed to be a cartoon too.
Yeah.
And so they lost that.
That's the way we were introduced to it, right?
Well, I mean, I grew up on Looney Tunes as well, so Saturday, cartoons, man. They replayed those old classic Warner Brothers, which I love.
It's crazy, yeah.
They're still funny today. I love them.
Which one was your favorite?
I mean. Of course, Bugs Bunny, for sure. He was just such a rascal. And I didn't know this at the time, but all the classical music they use. Like, I recently, years later, as just listening to all these classics and, like, breaking it down, like, oh, yeah, this is so-and-so, this is so-and-so. It's like, they use all these classics. And so I know there was a skit where this person was listening to, I guess, some Warner Brothers Bugs Bunny cartoon, and someone commented, "Oh, I didn't know you listened to." I forgot the name. He goes, "You mean Bugs Bunny?" So they use all these great classical pieces in their animation. Yeah. Wow. And so you're not only being entertained by the cartoon, but you're getting a classical music education while you're watching it.
So, question, and then question for y'all guys, Facebook world, especially our era. Growing up, what animated cartoon that even came into theaters made you cry or touched your fucking your
Beauty and the Beast, strings? Man.
Beauty and the Beast.
When Belle was crying over the Beast, that was really emotional.
She ran away.
She did.
She had fucking.
Oh, okay. Because I don't remember crying. Oh, Land Before Time. That was like the first film I actually remember watching in theaters. It was Land Before Time, and then there's a live action movie called The Bear that had the famous bear actor called Bart the Bear. He was the go-to. If you wanted a bear for a film, you would go to Bart the Bear. Yeah. And so those are the two movies that I remember my first two movies ever seen on screen.
Oh, no, mine, I'm gonna give you two of them, and y'all gonna agree with me. I'm telling my age right now. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. American Tail.
Oh, no.
With 5-0. When that fucking rat got separated from his family, I was like, you son of a bitch. Like, how dare you? And then these fat other possum-looking rats were trying to fuck with him, That pissed me off, But American Tail.
Yes, that was good, too.
And the second one was fucking All Dogs Go to Heaven.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't forget, I think the same studio, The Secret of Nim. I love that cartoon.
Secret of what?
Nim.
P-Y-N?
Nim. N-U-M? Secret of Nim? Or M-I-U-M?
N-Y-M?
N-Y-M? Yeah. That was the same production company that did all that.
Oh, so Michelle is saying Land Before Time. Rose is saying Fox and the Hound with the little crying
Fox and the Hound, dude. Yeah.
No, fucking no. The Land Before Time. That one was no. All Dogs Go to Heaven. All Dogs Go to Heaven. Okay. If you didn't cry to that fucking that cartoon movie, if you did not cry to All Dogs Go to Heaven, all you go to hell. All you fucking go to hell. All of you, because that movie will fucking make your eyes sweat for minutes to an hour. And then the next day when you think about what the fuck happened to Charlie, yes, you will fucking sweat some more at work. And if your eyes don't cry, you should die. Go to hell. But All Dogs Go to Heaven. That one fucked me up. That one fucked me up.
Yeah.
That really fucked me up.
Those were all very emotional movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then how is it that a fucking dog and a rat, two things that I chased out of my fucking house, made me cry when I was a kid?
Magic.
Full circle, right?
Yeah.
I felt for y'all, and now as I got older, get the fuck out of here, right? What are you doing?
They're not in an animated film. That's right.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm just like, how come they haven't redid American Tail?
Well, that company I believe doesn't exist anymore. Originally, that company broke up when Disney fired a bunch of in the 90s. Yeah, Disney fired a bunch of
That is where our trust issues did start.
Disney fired a bunch of animators, and those animators started their own company. So they did American Tail. They did.
They did it like a live version.
No, they did their own company. Those animated features were from those Disney animators that got fired. They did their own company, or left the company. Yeah, when Disney was doing a big readjustment period.
What animated cartoon freaked you out?
Secret of NIMH, especially when I was a kid. It's a dark film.
Oh, is it?
It was like the first. Yeah, it was the first cartoon that I saw that was. Yeah, it was dark.
You know which one fucked me up? I'm gonna tell you which one fucked me up. You ready? Pinocchio. Pinocchio fucked me up. I was a kid, David. Don't look at me that way. I was a kid. When that fucker turned into a donkey, I was like, this son of a bitch.
Have you ever read the original story?
No.
It's so dark.
Talk to me about it.
No, I read it. We read it once when I was in college for an animation course. They were talking about how things get adapted, and so we read the Pinocchio. I mean, it is dark.
No shit.
Yeah, there's like, it's just I was like, dang, this is a kids movie. No, I don't see a kids movie. It's just like back in the day. I guess they just scared kids to death. Like, you better obey us or bad things will happen.
Yeah, no shit, right? You better listen or not.
Yeah, it's like, dang, this story is terrible.
Like, you want to end up like 5-0? I was like, no. Good God, Mom. I thought you loved me. Like, isn't the reason why you had me so you can maintain your welfare? Like, I don't know. I just, like, what did I do, Anyways, Rose says Alice in Wonderland. That one was pretty fucked up. I thought you had to be on acid. Good God. Oh, and Fantasia, Jen.
Fantasia, I thought it was cool.
Yeah?
Even though it was dark, I just thought it was like, just visually, it was just so
Were y'all
well
on
done.
drugs as kids watching this, or?
I liked it. I remember it was weird, but at the same time.
Jesus, of course he was on fucking drugs and candy.
Yeah. I forgot when I saw Fantasia for the first time, and I just was just enamored with all the movement, just considering Fantasia was less than 10 years or maybe 10 years from Steamboat Willie. Mm-hmm. Just the growth of the knowledge of movement between those two films. It's just incredible.
So that's with like cartoons growing up. Now let's dive into the more movie-ish, old movies that made you sad.
Well, anything with Lassie. Those Lassie films are heartache. Yeah, The Yeller. Oh my god.
Anything with fucking killing animals, right?
Yeah, I mean, where the red fern grows. Those two hound dog story. I'm like, man.
Yeah. What about y'all? Any
Rose says, the fat cat scared the hell out of me. Well, that's because you're a girl and you're straight, so the fat.
Oh, you're talking about the movie. The inside. My bad, Rose. So one of the movies that really fucked me up, and again, it tugged at one of my nerve strings. Never Ending Story.
Yeah, have I seen
The
that?
Never Ending Story. Don't fuck around, David. When that son of a bitch drug Atreyu to the swamp, you fucking asshole, you could have took him the other way. Why the fuck did you have to go that route?
Oh yeah, the horse.
You son of a bitch. You killed that fucking horse. You did that. You had to be ashamed of yourself. You bastard. You killed that fucking horse. Like, how dare you? You could have went the other way with that fucking horse. Oh, never lead a horse to water. Yeah, because then it's gonna fucking drown. You son of a bitch. That's why I said you can't lead a horse to water. No, look what they did in a fucking Never Ending Story. Don't lead a horse to water because you never know if it's going to be quicksand.
I'm glad I didn't see it as a kid, but they did show when I was a kid.
I was so mad.
Elementary school, they showed us the Labyrinth, and that really was messed up.
I don't know how to spell that, but
Labyrinth?
I take your word for it.
David Bowie and Jennifer.
David Bowie used to scare me. Is that the guy with fucking white hair, or is that Billy
Idol?
He
has white hair in the movie, and
he's like a cracked out version of Billy Idol, or no?
I guess so.
Yeah. No, David Fat Jesus.
I would assume.
Saying yes.
That
Oh,
movie,
yeah.
it was a rainy day, so we couldn't go out for play, and they
Lisa
showed that.
said Labyrinth.
Yeah, that was messed up. I'm like, I don't like this.
Never Ending Story fucked me up. No, you really ended me. The Never Ending Story. How about we end the story, dick? Like what you did to your fucking horse.
Oh man.
Son of a bitch. And Sebastian's over here just reading away. Like, you fucking prick. Stop reading. Like, just, why did you have to read up to that far? How about y'all go in there with a fucking horse and drown too? You prick. You didn't even give him a snorkel, nothing. Just left, and then he just left him there like a fucking broke down vehicle.
I mean, it's a horse.
Like, you fucking asshole! How dare you? You know what? And when I was in the Middle East, specifically Dubai, I don't even call that the Middle East, but I had got flashbacks. So I'm driving down the highway where I'm going to Dubai, and I see all these nice fucking badass vehicles broke down just on the side of the road.
Oh yeah.
They just left them.
They just
and it
leave
made me think of what this son of a bitch did to his horse in Never Ending Story. He just fucking left him. It just fucking left them. I'm like, you fucking prick. I don't even want to go to Dubai no more. I'm sad. I'm fucking sad. I want to go home.
You just get a tow truck and
No,
get a
cancel
Lamborghini.
Christmas. Cancel fucking Christmas. I was like, yeah, no shit. Like, you couldn't call AAA for your fucking horse? Good God, you know, like something, the director, like I thought this was weird, like the poor fucking, and you see the horse's eyes, like he knows he's dying, fucking all bulging and big, like he has Goddard's disease, and I'm just like, oh, poor horse, he even knows it, and you're just gonna stand there and look, yes, I'm going on a fucking tantrum with this shit, make me mad.
It's a traumatic scene, it's traumatic.
It's very traumatic, can you tell? We're here 40 fucking years later, I'm still traumatized.
Yeah,
God, way to go, Justin. It's your fault.
Hey, they don't make films that no more.
Oh my God.
But I can tell you one film that I really...
Of course you love the Never Ending Story.
I love action, and this film that I watched that cemented my love of action film, and that was Jurassic Park, the original. Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
It was the first film that I was able to see because it was a PG-13 movie, and I was still 12. It was the summer, so yeah. But I was allowed to see it, and I left that theater feeling like I just got off a roller coaster. I was like, I wanted more. I'm like, this was amazing.
It's so funny because when I was like, I don't know, I don't know, when did it come out? I was thinking it was like 12 or 13.
94-ish?
Yeah.
Something
So
like
I remember I was at Garner State Park taking a shit in the stall, and all I can think about was, what if this building comes down, here comes the T-Rex, and he's gonna fucking eat me. So I would like hurry up, like, oh, let me hurry up. I was always psyching myself out because it was at nighttime when I had to go sneak out to go shit, right? And I'm like, oh God. And then I'm just thinking to myself, what if this fucking, because, you know, I was just thinking, like, what if a T-Rex just comes, this building's gonna blow down while I'm shitting, and he's gonna eat me. And, like, let me wipe first, you know? Like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
That
It's such a good scene. I mean, Steven Spielberg, man. He
Yeah.
just knows how to move that camera.
He does. He sure does.
Awesome.
You got Spielberg. You got James Cameron.
Yeah, James Cameron. I mean, I was
Stephen
lucky he
King.
came to set one day on Alita. James Cameron.
James Cameron?
Yeah, he's a really
Did you
tall.
ask him?
tall
You should
dude.
have.
I'd never run up to him.
Oh, you
Just
should've.
because there's so many people around him, and he was just there touring the set, talking to the actors. It's like, I didn't really want to intrude. Cause it's just, but yeah, I mean, he is one of my favorite directors. I mean, yeah.
Fucking James Cameron.
You got
I would've-
Titanic,
you know, there's
Aliens 2,
Exactly.
Terminator 2. It's like, yeah. Avatars, I mean, they're visually stunning.
James Cameron should have fucked everybody up and gave the Titanic an alternate ending. He could have, you know, like, hey, psych, everybody lived. We're just kidding. And then Carnival Cruise comes,
I remember
right?
the
promo.
Mythbusters did an episode where technically Jack could have floated with Rose.
Yeah,
on
but
that.
Rose was a cunt. I'll never let go. Bitch, you let him go.
James Cameron was on that episode. And he goes,
should've
the script says he dies, so he dies.
No, you fucking, I'll never let go, Jack. I'll never let go. Bitch, you should have just filled his fucking pockets with rocks too while you're at it. Jesus Christ.
Give him the diamond necklace as he goes down.
Yeah. By the way, you know, oh, my fucking son just called me right now and fucked my shit up. Let me go back to live. I'm sorry.
Right.
Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm like, Jesus Christ, fucking Rose. That was real cunty. If I'm Jack, right? I'm Jack and I'm going underwater. Even if I go, boo, like, fuck you, cunt. You know, like, I would hope that a water air pocket would be like the last word I heard, cunt. You know, like, how fucking dare you? I'll never let go. Yeah, you might as well have just filled my pockets with fucking rocks. Why don't you? And throw the necklace with me. Why did you have to wait fucking 80 years? Oh, let me wait 80 years so I don't have to fucking gift my grandkids
I know,
with this
you could've
beautiful.
just sent,
this generational wealth you
Yes.
just threw it in the fucking ocean along with the love of your life, so
Right.
called. And let's not get into the fact that she's a whore. Just want to say that.
Oh, because she's an actress?
No, because her character. I want to
Okay.
know what James Cameron was fucking thinking. I want to know. I really want to know what the fuck James Cameron. Like, hey, Jaime, come here. I got a question for you. James, what were you thinking by turning Rose into a silent whore? Because that's what you made her on Titanic. She's over here fucking with Jack. Meanwhile, her rich husband is over there fucking, I don't know, blowing his bodyguard or whatever the fuck. Yeah, I see you with the 5 minutes. Fuck that. And so, yeah. No, never let go, Jack. And she fucking sure as shit. She might as well have given him an STD. And I bet you that's why she fucking said, I'm not going to let go. And she lets him go. She probably gave him AIDS. I'm going to go on a whim and say that's why fucking Rose on the Titanic let Jack go. I'm not gonna tell him. You know, you're gonna tell him like, Mom, she's trying to convince me to come back with this fucking ass who gave me AIDS, and now I just transmit it to him. Poor guy, you know, like he's gonna make it to America and then die of, he's gonna get a cough and he's gonna die. No, bro, let's just end it with him right now. You know what I mean? That's the way I'm gonna view it.
That's definitely an alternate ending.
Fuck yeah. James Cameron should have ended it that way. Just like we're about to end this episode of Film News, guys.
So
Anywho.
Yeah, the theme is it. Yeah, if you want to be in film, you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Gotta be persistent.
And then if you want to learn how to DP and be good at it, please, by all means, get with Jessica.
YouTube,
not Pornhub or
no.
JizzTube. YouTube DP, don't JizzTube it, all right, guys?
Man.
You're gonna get the wrong fucking DP for the wrong type of genre of film.
Cinematography 101.
Cinematography, not skinematography, guys.
Yes.
Don't get it fucking twisted, all right? She is not an OnlyFans model, but she films them.
No.
Oh, she doesn't film them. She just does DP scenes. And when we say DP, guys, we are talking about
Director of photography.
Director of photography. Now, they have DPs for DP scenes, I'm sure.
I'm
just
sure.
want to throw that out there.
Yeah, there's an expert on it for everybody.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm sure you know one. We're going to plead the motherfucking fifth. All right, guys. Well, hey, you know what? I want to say thank you for Jessica Martinez for being my guest on this episode of Film Noobs. Not to be confused with Film Boobs. Or confuse it, either or. Again, if you can get this, warning, my sense of humor might hurt your feelings. And if it does, just change your station. Or cancel me, whatever. Don't cancel me. However you feel, however you like. Either way, you don't pay my bills, and neither does this podcast. So, with that said, I don't give a fuck if you watch. All right?
If you did, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And hey, we'll be back next week with another episode of
Film News.
Film News, guys. Peace. We'll see ya.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye.